Hi, my name is Sohan. I'm the founder and chairman of NoRCEL, Network of Researchers on the Chemical Evolution of Life. So today I'm going to give you some insight into NoRCEL and its outreach in sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you. So I have been involved in delivering workshops, and that will be in Zambia, Malawi, and Zimbabwe. And these are the participants who took part in these workshops. And I have established two astronomy clubs, one in Zambia, the other one in Malawi. I have donated 8-inch auto-aligning telescopes. Also, I have donated a Fourier transform infrared spectrometer with associated software to the Open University of Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. Thanks. They say every picture tells a story. Have a look at this. Look at these images. As far as your eye can see, there are sea of people here. And all of these people, they have one thing in common. That is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm to learn. Now, in order to understand that concept, how you can impart your knowledge to another person, the process being called learning, is for you to understand the difference between wants and needs. Somebody may want a car, but they don't need it. They can live without. It's just a desire. Need is very, very special in that it is a special want. That's what it is. In this case, need is like, for example, food, water, shelter, etc. You can't live without it. You need it. And so moving on, that our job as an educator is to establish needs. These needs has to come from the student or the young person you're communicating with. It has to come from them. It should not be your version what they need. That can't work, that won't work. It's your idea of what they want. You want to see what is it that they want, and therefore move on to establish and make them their needs realize, their dreams come true. That's the only way you can establish, if anything. And that is exactly what I do every time I meet people on the trains, planes, on buses, everywhere. I talk about it. I talk about science, 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 education, 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 and I establish needs, 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 and then help others. And in my time during interaction in Africa, I have helped nearly 30 people. Thank you. So there's a problem in the developing nations. That is, religion is a big issue. I don't mean to be patronizing and disdainful, but the fact is, it makes people lethargic, apathetic, and even skeptic and confused. And it gives space sciences, astrobiology, astrochemistry, astrophysics, astronomy, all of these subject matter suffer. But the fact that we live under one sky, and they all have to do with the sky, and they're appealing and they're easy to understand because everybody knows the sky above them. And so what we can do is to impart our knowledge in subject matter as the ones that I've said. And what we can do is to make a cohesive efforts in order to teach these subject matter, and they could form stepping stone for other areas of sciences like biology, chemistry, physics. And people could become doctors, nurses, people could become teachers, professors, people could become engineers, people could become space scientists, people could build rockets, telescopes, and so on. So really, these kind of subject matter are very, very important. And we need to counter religion. I kid you not, I have seen people sitting in shopping centres and malls all over the world, and I normally eavesdrop on them to listen to what they talk about. The conversation's always been so along the lines of religion, how can they kind of promote it further, and they exchange stories and tales and methodologies, etc. That's all I have to say on the matter, just to ask you to join us in this endeavour. And at NoRCEL, we are really, really conscious of imparting with our sciences. Thank you. Oh, yeah, so now I will quickly chart the progress of NoRCEL. So before I do that, let me just say that NoRCEL began its life back in 2015. And I also run another group called Frontiers of Science. This is Science in Society group. And it started its life back in 2015. And it is with this backdrop, Professor Golden proposed that we should start NoRCEL equivalent network in Africa. And so we had a meeting with our international NoRCEL International Committee, and also present were President Martin Dominic, a reader at the University of St Andrews, and Elias from the National Technical University of Athens. And we decided that we would call the group Astroscience Exploration Network. And with this, we have decided to launch the network on the 12th and the 13th of April 2022. What we would like is to invite everyone to come to beautiful Bulawayo and give an oral presentation. And we can't emphasize enough, because Africa needs you guys. You're the very best. We need you. You need to come to Bulawayo and help us promote ASIN. ASIN will form the hub of Africa. It will disseminate science on the African continent, to put it mildly. And also, of course, what we'd like is that you can contact Professor Golden at this email, or you can find us at the web address here, norcel.net, and so we will see you there. Please, please help us. We need you. Golden needs you. Okay, thank you. In order to get the critical mass as far as NoRCEL is concerned, we have organized these various activities. So the first one being International Frontiers of Sciences, IFS. That'll be on the 6th of November. Please join us. We've got some big names like Bruce Dahmer giving a talk at that, and others. So also Blue Earth Project. This is to do with the well-being of the Earth, and we're going to tackle the question of, is humanity settling its own fate on ecological survival? So that'll be on the 8th of January 22, and the Yorkshire-wide Frontiers of Sciences will be on the 12th of March, and ASIN, as I already said, would be 12th and the 13th of April, and NoRCEL International Conference, that's our regular NoRCEL conference. That will be sometime in September, date to be announced. But I would urge you to stay in contact with us and join us. These may seem superfluous activity, but please trust me, we have a plan. But if, as I said, we need your talent to come on board to help us make the world a level playing field. Thank you. All it remains for me to say, big thank you for listening to me. And if you should have any other question, please don't forget to get back to me. Bye.